Hi yogis, welcome to yoga class today. This is Amy Hager with Self-Healing Inspiration, and I'm with my fabulous friend Amber. She has been one of my students for over a year or two now, and she is starting up her yoga teaching career as well. So I'm excited to do yoga with you today. Let's go ahead, get down on your mats. So we're on our bellies, and bring your arms parallel to the short edge of the mat. Put your forehead, relax it all the way down onto your forearms, and then just slow down the breath. Constrict the back of your throat to create that ujjayi sound. Breathe in and out through the nose. Feel your body begin to relax, relaxing your feet, your ankles, calves, hips. Relaxing your chest down to the floor, relaxing the arms, any muscles in your face. Relaxing the tongue off the roof of the mouth. And find the even turning of the breath. So let's inhale for a count of 6. Inhale for 6. Hold for a beat. And then exhale for a count of 6. Hold for a beat. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Continue breathing on your own. Let's gently start to sway our hips side to side, so rocking the hips, finding some gentle movement in the sacrum. Gently waking up the body. Let's bring our arms out like the letter T. Bring your forehead down to the floor. Take your left hand into the shoulder. Begin to roll over the right shoulder, taking your left foot behind the right knee. Place the left foot down onto the floor. Find your edge, you can stop here. If you're really flexible in your shoulders, you have the option of bending the right leg as well. Press the right foot down into the floor, lift your hips just a little bit, and find the twist. And let's slowly come on back down onto the belly, so lengthen your legs long. Bring your chin back down to the mat. Lengthen the left arm long. Bring your right arm in toward the shoulder. Begin to roll over the left side body. So bring your right foot behind the left knee. If you want more, bend the left knee. Place your foot on the floor and lift your hips up just a little bit. Remember to breathe. And slowly come back down onto your belly. Come up to a Sphinx position. So you're on your forearms and you have your elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Grip the ground with your fingertips, and then inhale, press the chest between the biceps, lifting through the heart center. Press the tops of the feet down into the floor. Maybe you lift your knees up off the mat. And then slowly relax. Bring our arms into a, what do they call this one? Twisted branches. We'll bring our right arm underneath the body, and then take your left arm over the right arm. So you're crossing your elbows. Crisscross them a lot. Curl your toes under and shift the weight forward to bring the body weight on top of the elbows. And then go ahead, bring your forehead down to the floor. And then gently push yourselves back up, changing the arms. So if you go ahead, take your right arm, in front of the left this time. Crisscross elbows. You can walk your fingertips in opposition and then rest your forehead down onto the floor. If you want more, curl your toes under, lean forward. So shift the weight forward, bringing your body weight on top of the elbows. And then we'll slowly come up. Find your Sphinx position once again. Bring the elbows directly underneath the shoulders, fingertips down onto the floor, and then squeeze your ankles, inner thighs in tight together. Press the tops of the feet down into the floor, and then inhale, pull your chest between the biceps. Lift your heart up towards the sky, smile, and then relax our heads down, curl the toes under, find your forearm plank. So lift your hips up off the floor. Hug the belly in. Engage your core, engage your quadriceps, engage your hamstrings. We'll stay here about 30 seconds. Hang in there, you can do it. Let's start to saw our body weight forward and back. So come up high on the tippy toes, bring your chin towards your fingertips. Exhale, glide it back. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, glide it back. Moving on the breath, inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. We got 5, inhale. Exhale back. Inhale, shift it forward, 4. Exhale back. Inhale forward, 3. Exhale back. Inhale forward, 2. Exhale back. Last one, shift it forward. Exhale back, walk your feet in, find your dolphin position. Let your head hang heavy. You could add some yeses and nos with the head, relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Press the forearms down into the mat. Hug the belly in, engaging your Uddiyana Bandha lock. And then find child's pose. Bring your knees wide. Drop your hips all the way down to your heels. Stretch your arms long. Bring your forehead to the floor. You're going to walk your hands back. Come up into a tabletop position. So bring your knees about hip distance apart and your hands are just underneath the shoulders. Begin to explore your cats and cows. So inhale, find your cow face. Exhale, round the spine, cat posture. Bring your chin into the chest as you push the floor away from you. Inhale, cow face. Exhale, cat posture. Inhale, cow face. Exhale, cat posture. Inhale, cow. Look over your right shoulder. Keep your hips neutral. Find your right heel, stretching through your quadratus lumborum. Inhale, back into the center. Exhale, twist, looking over your left shoulder. And then inhale, back into the center. Let's walk our hands all the way forward. Find your puppy dog position. Bring your hips directly over your knees. Stretch your arms long. You can bring your forehead to the mat or your chin. Take your pick. Stretching through the shoulders. And then let's slowly walk our hands back. Bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders. Curl your toes under, floating table. Float your knees up off the mat just a little bit. So knees are really close to the ground. Let's go ahead and open up the knees wide. There you go. Exhale, squeeze the knees together. Inhale, open them up. Exhale, squeeze. So we got a little Susan Summers going on right now. Reminding ourselves to have a sense of humor as we do our yoga. Let's bring it out and in. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move into turbo dog. So just drop your hips back to the heels. Let your arms go long. Hover the knees off the floor. So your hips are going really low towards the heels, yeah, and the arms go long. And then slowly begin to straighten your legs, find downward facing dog. Oh, thank God, right? We had our first down dog of the day. Pedal the feet.
Feels good in the low back.
I know. Woo. So your feet are about hip distance apart. Imagine putting 2 fists in between your feet, or maybe you can fit your head in between the feet. You can go ahead, shake your head yes and no, releasing any tension again in the head, neck, and the shoulders. Shift forward, find your plank position. So we know we're in a proper downward facing dog when we could go from a plank position into a downward facing dog without having to move our hands or our feet. So when we're in our plank, bring your shoulders directly over the wrists, engage your core, quads, hamstrings, and then exhale, push back into a downward facing dog. Let's begin to undulate our spine. So come up high on the tippy toes. Round the spine, bring your chin into the chest, shift your shoulders in front of the wrists, and then exhale, bend the knees, find the cow face. So tip the tailbone back, lift through the heart, roll it all the way back into a downward facing dog. Drop the head. Let's do it again. Come up high on the toes, round the spine, shift the shoulders in front of the wrists, look forward, bend the knees, cow face, hips go back, turbo dog, and then lift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Let's do it again. Inhale, shift it forward. Find your plank. Exhale, bend the knees, turbo dog. Push it back. Lift the hips to the sky. We got 2 more. Shift it forward. Shoulders in front of the wrists. Bend the knees, glide the hips back. Hips to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one, round it forward. Shift it into plank. Bend the knees, cow face. Find your downward facing dog.
Woo.
Tag, you're it.
All right. Exhale, right leg goes high. Step in between the hands, warrior 2. 90-degree bend in the right knee. Heels are parallel. And you're looking over the ring finger. You're gonna inhale here, coming into reverse warrior. So flipping right palm up. Keeping the bend in the right knee. And just flow here, coming back into warrior 2. Do it 2 more. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, warrior 2. Both hands. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, warrior 2. From here, going to pivot on the front right heel, facing towards the other toes. So your 10 toes are facing whichever wall, this side of the room. Just gonna lift through the chest. And exhaling, hinging at the hip.
Nice.
Hang here, maybe walk your fingertips out. Stretching through the shoulder blades. Maybe you play with this here, acting as if there's a pencil between your shoulder blades. So squeezing the shoulder blades in. Exhale, out. Inhale, shoulder blades in. Nice. Exhale, shoulder blades out. Nice. Walk the fingertips back up and just hang here. So maybe you grab opposite elbows. Or maybe you take the hand and grab right hand and grab your left ankle. And then lift the left hand high. Nice. Take a bind if you wish. And then just peeking up gently at the sky here. Exhale, coming back to center. Take your left hand now and grab the right ankle, so switching sides. Inhale, right arm high. Twist. So looking up towards the sky, really stretching through the side body here. Trying to keep your spine as flat as you can. Exhale, arm comes down, coming back into our fold here. Inhale up very slowly, so just feel each vertebrae coming up. As you inhale, let the arms come up. Squat down for goddess, so moon goddess. toes are pointed out, and you have cactus arms in your hands, or goalposts. So just inhale here, but as you inhale, act as if your back and the backs of your hands are against a wall. So you're inhaling up, but you're trying to really hard to just keep this line of energy going. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, you're on the wall. Exhale, squatting down. From here, bring your arms down and just give yourself a little stretch. So taking the right shoulder and then just letting it fall in between the thighs, and switch arms. Dropping the shoulder in. Coming back to the breath. And coming back into our wide-legged forward fold. So go ahead and take the left toes and point them back into Warrior Two on this side. Haha, our back side. We're going to flow here like we did on the other side. So just inhale, left palm up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, Warrior Two. Exhale, reverse warrior. One more. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse warrior. All right, keeping that bend in the knee. Just going to pivot on the back foot and stepping into our mountain pose for forward fold.
Let's take a vinyasa reset. All the way back to the back of the mat.
Did I? Yeah, I did.
Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hip side to the sky. Let's come up high on the right tippy toes. So right three-legged dog, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Come into a crescent lunge. Come up high on your fingertips. Lift your hands up tall towards the sky. So your feet are parallel. You can actually soften the left knee a little bit. Tuck your tailbone under, squaring off the hips, and then you kick the left heel towards the back of the room again. Let's bring your hands to the heart center. Exhale, take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So keep your prayer in the middle of your sternum. So try not to let it shift all the way off to the right armpit. Gaze up over the right shoulder. And then gently release your hands down to the floor. Find Svanasana at the back of the mat. So walk your hands all the way to the back, come up high and into your toes. Bring your hands in the heart center. Maybe just one hand lifts, maybe the second hand comes up tall. And then bring your hands back to the front of the mat. Oh no, we're having all these technical difficulties. Let's go ahead and drop that right knee down onto the floor. Find Anjaneyasana. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. So keep your arms lifted while I fix this. We'll just finish this flow off. We get the second side going, and then we're done. Exhale, drop your hands down, find your half split. Straighten the left leg. And then curl the right toes under. Let's step it forward, find a flow. Lift your right knee off the mat. Step it back. Exhale, chaturanga. So find your flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it between the hands. Find your crescent position. Come up high on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up to the sky. Find your crescent prayer twist. Bring your hands in the heart center. Take your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Look over the left shoulder. Release your hands down to the floor, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Come up high onto the right tippy toes. Press your left heel down into the mat, lifting your toes towards the sky. Maybe bring your hands in the heart center. Bring your hands down to frame the foot, head towards the back of the mat. Drop your left knee down onto the floor. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split. Shift it back. Straighten your right leg. Lift your right toes. Exhale, fold over the right leg. And then we'll begin to shift it forward. Let's come into a kneeling position facing the front of the mat. So just go ahead, twist all the way around. Bring your legs into a 90-90. So bring the left heel into the right knee. And then plant your left hand down onto the floor. So just doing some final stretches before we finish it off. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And then exhale, thread the needle. So maybe bring your right elbow down to the floor. Option to bring the right arm all the way through, resting onto the right shoulder. You can decide how far you'd like to go. Gently come back up. Lift the right arm up tall towards the sky. Whew. And then slowly release your hand down. Let's lean back onto our hands. Swing your legs all the way up and over to the other side. Bring your right hand down onto the floor. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Maybe you stay on your forearm. Maybe come all the way down to the left shoulder. And then inhale, slowly push up. And let's find a seated pigeon position. So bring your feet to the floor. And let's go ahead, bring your right ankle onto the left knee. You can bring your left heel into the glute and then lift through the chest. So you're working on pushing your right knee away from you and bringing your right ankle closer to you. We'll go ahead, lean back, change sides. So bring your left ankle onto the right knee, and you can bring your right heel into the glutes. Whew, my eye is tearing up. Lift through your heart. And then slowly come on down. Let's come all the way down onto our backs into a happy baby position. So we could roll. Actually, let's do reclined bound angle. So let's bring our feet together, knees wide apart, and you could have your palm face up towards the sky. Let's put our hands underneath the thighs, gently lifting your knees closer together. So bring your feet parallel. You could windshield wiper your legs left and right. And then go ahead, extend your feet, find your final Savasana position. Feel free to rest here as long as you'd like, listening to the sounds of nature. Thank you for coming today for class. Sending you all much love and light. Thank you for taking the time to work on yourself. Namaste.
Namaste.